Hello and welcome to SciQuest, your go-to destination for engaging and insightful content. This video is about the Diomede Islands. Let's learn. One may think that the US and Russia are hundreds of kilometers apart, right? Wrong. They are a lot closer than you think. The Diomede Islands are two remote islands located in the middle of the Bering Strait, between Russia and the US. But SciQuest, what is a strait? It's a narrow body of water that connects two larger bodies. It may be formed due to tectonic shifts or a body of water overflowing and connecting to another. The Diomede Islands consists of two separate islands, the Big Diomede, called the Ratmanov, which is a part of Russia, and the Little Diomede, called the Christiansand, which belongs to the US. The islands have a rich history dating back thousands of years. The Eskimos settled in the Diomede Islands over 3,000 years ago. They relied on fishing, hunting, and gathering for survival in the harsh Arctic conditions. However, it was discovered, LOL, by a German explorer, and both were mapped in 1732 and officially named in the early 1900s. In 1867, Alexander II of Russia sold Alaska to the Americans for a mere $7.2 million. To put it into perspective, a two-story building in Manhattan at the same time was sold for $14 million. So this basically means that the Russians had no use for it. As soon as this happened, state lines were drawn between the two Diomede Islands. Keep in mind that up until 1948, these two islands basically lived as one and they had families on both sides. But after World War II, the relationship between Russia and the US changed, and the borders were closed. This is a typical story of how political misunderstanding caused troubles for normal people in their normal lives. The people in Ratmanov housed soldiers and civilians needing to move to Siberia, which did not make the government happy. This was called the Ice Curtain, and it symbolized the start of the Cold War. By August 1987, the ice wall had begun to thaw, and an American swimmer, Lynn Cox, made the 2.5-hour swim from the American island to the Soviet island in the very cold water, accompanied by Alaskans in kayaks. She was congratulated by the American and Soviet presidents, and for this, she is often symbolized as the end of the Cold War. In 1989, the president signed an agreement providing mutual free travel for the locals. However, it was finally done in 2015 when the US carried out all the formalities. Even then, to go from one island to the other and vice versa, you need an invitation in order to make the trip and are allowed only 90 days of stay. Today, the American island is home to 100 indigenous people who maintain their traditional way of life while also adapting to the modern changes. On Ratmanov Island in Russia, a small military installation is also present. One of the most fascinating aspects about the Diomede Islands is their unique geographical location. Despite being about 3.8 kilometers apart, these islands are separated by the international date line. Due to this, the time difference between the Big Diomede Islands and the Little Diomede Island is a full day, 21 hours to be exact. The Ratmanov Island is 21 hours ahead, earning the nickname Tomorrow Island, and the Christiansand Island, the Yesterday Island. So if you travel from one island to another, that is basically time travel. And on that, you could basically celebrate any celebration twice. Say you celebrate New Year's on Ratmanov Island and simply go to Christiansand and celebrate it again. Sounds interesting, but not entirely possible. You see, Ratmanov is now only occupied by soldiers. Despite their remote location and harsh climate, they have 9-month winters, and there's a fog that covers the island for 300 days a year. But the Diomede Islands are a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit. Their story reminds us of the interconnectedness of our world and the importance of preserving the culture and natural heritage of remote places like this. Thank you for joining us on this Thank you for joining us on this journey to the Diomede Islands. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification so you never miss any of our latest uploads. Until next time, happy exploring. Bye!